Hi, welcome to my food etiquette series again. This is video number 4. This is interactions. So this is where you begin to interact with your dog. Again, you need to have gone through all the other videos. So your dog before this, so your dog is getting all of that 100%. You need to remember, you need to know your dog. That's your responsibility. I'm not suggesting you just go out and do this. If you're not 100% sure, get a professional in. There is inherent dangers with dealing with dogs and food, so remember that. What I'm looking at now, this is a Kuma. Like I said, it's essential that you see that every dog's trained in every aspect of this. It's no good training one dog if you've got multiple, everyone has to be. So it doesn't matter what the dog, what the breed, what the age, they all have to know all this training, every little last bit of it. So they all know it. So Kuma too, like the others, hasn't eaten this morning. He's been going for 4 or 5 hours, so he's starving. Again, here he is sitting comfortable, drooling just a little bit. He doesn't understand he's on camera, and he's hungry, but here he is calm and he's waiting. And you know, he's not that hungry that he'll eat my fingers, which is always good. So this is again how you want a dog: calm, relaxed. Now what I'm going to do is begin to interact with this dog. First of all, when I get it to take, I'm just going to get close enough to feed. Now when you're dealing with a dog, protect yourself. Alright, so this isn't good because here's your arteries and everything here. This isn't good because all these target areas are open. Face, throat, chest, all the vitals, groin, all the vitals are open. When you get down next to your dog, rotate your arms. If this dog comes, I've got protection for this. So when you're dealing with food, take as much protection. Again, I've had this dog since the pup, just like Tenchi. He's 4 years old, and you know, I trust him as much as you can trust a dog, but I don't make the mistake of saying he'll never bite, he'll never do this, he'll never do that, because every dog is one step away from biting. Every dog is one step away from mauling someone. When you remember that, you take precautions, and you know, you don't underestimate, you know, your dog or its capabilities. So when you're beginning this, protect yourself. You know, I like to have an arm here and one here, and I rotate so the back of my hands are towards the dog, so my arteries and veins are away from the dog. My face, chest, groin are protected. Alright? So you should always do that. So again, you're going to be nice, you know, you're going to be a lot closer. Because at this point you know your dog, you're looking for any signs that something's off, you get out of it when there is. Okay? Let your dog take, and then you're here and you're just going to talk. Leave. Sit. Alright? So I'm not going to let him just go for it because he'll get it all of it before I'm finished. So once I've done that, I'm going to be close to him and I'm just going to talk to the dog. And this may take, you know, 3 or 4 feeds, it may take 10 feeds, it may take 1 or 2. You've got to know your dog. Once you know he's all good with you being this close and talking to him, then I begin to just gently touch, and I do it from the same side I'm on, but about out the shoulder. Avoid the head, don't come over the head, don't come down near the tail. Alright, so just near the shoulder, and it's just a touch, and I'm talking. Good, yes, good boy. And again, I'm watching that dog. I've got protection here in case he gets aggro. Right? And then I build that touch will be just a gentle one down the back. Eventually it'll come up near the neck. It may be a month later it'll come up to the head or underneath. Although again, I still try and I can do it, but I try and avoid the head and the face. I mean, I can do all that with mine, but I try not to because there's no need to. But it's just a protection, so if somebody comes up, brush, you know, they don't necessarily have to touch your dog, they may accidentally just brush up against it. You know, they've made the mistake of coming too close. Children are horribly unpredictable, and they're very difficult to train, children, even with treats. So they should be trained around dogs, but they still make mistakes until they're about 65. So, and they have a horrible tendency coming up and grabbing at a dog, eating or not. So mistakes happen, you want to minimise the reaction from the dog as much as possible. So eventually you're looking to be able to do something like this when your dog's eating, and how long that takes, anybody's guess, but in the end, you really want a dog that will tolerate anything, just so you can protect against something this little, just a little touch can set off a dog. So you want lots of interaction there, but build it up slowly, be totally aware of where this dog is at all times. Come take. And so eventually, good, yes, good, you can come up and you can, you know, do things. And you don't want to be doing this, and you sure as hell don't want somebody coming up and doing this to a dog, but you want to be able to do things like that so the dog doesn't react against that tiny little touch like that. Okay? So I hope that helps. Again, take precautions. Dogs and food can be very dangerous. Alright, we'll see you for the next one.